Oh, Canada. So, Justin Trudeau and the Liberals in Canada have proposed what they call a 10-point digital charter. It covers a lot of the major topics in public policy relating platforms and the internet. It comes about 5 months before the national election, and it's clearly an effort to lay out a pretty comprehensive internet and digital plan to take to the voters. So some of the highlights include a section on privacy, data mandates like portability and other requirements. There's a section on competition that's clearly intended to speak about the potential for the largest digital businesses to impact negatively competition in the digital space. There's also a section and a focus on the idea that platforms will not disseminate hate or extremism and will take a much greater role in attempting to police and control negative user activity. Now, I think it's interesting that there's also a section on defending freedom of expression, and this really leads to one of the biggest challenges facing those who want to try to use platform businesses in a much greater role to control or police user activity. Obviously, there's a real challenge in asking the platforms to stop negative activity, including negative speech, while also promoting free speech. Now, this Canadian Digital Charter follows up on something called the Christchurch Call, which you may be aware of. It was a recent manifesto from 18 leading countries, big countries mostly. You had the UK and Canada, Germany, France, Japan, Australia, the notable exception being the United States, all getting together along with 8 major digital companies, including Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Twitter, to propose a cooperative but much more aggressive effort to police online activity, especially speech. And I would also think about this Canadian Digital Charter in the context of policies such as the proposal that's being outlined in the UK through their online harms white paper. Obviously, these kind of really big, comprehensive internet policy changes are not going to be happening overnight. But what's going on in Canada is certainly worth keeping an eye on, both because it fits in this broader trend of more aggressive policy, especially in speech, but also on competition, privacy, and data, but also because Canada being so close to the United States with the language similarity, you also have many smaller internet firms, for example, in the United States, who have operations or at least users in Canada relatively early in their life cycle. So this is something to keep an eye on. Until our next briefing from Platform Economy Insights, this is Brian Bieron. You can see our website link as well as the ability to send in a question down below the video. Until next time, this is the Daily Briefing.